You haven't had vodka soda like this. No one has. Made with the world's smoothest vodka plus real juice. New White Claw Vodka Soda.
Cari Steinbrook is with us, and we've got an event coming up on Friday, May 12th, involving the Cigar Band. This is not the first event you've ever had, but this is going to be at Creekside Occasions and should be a lot of fun. And this is all to help raise money.
Yes, it is. It is actually our 12th event of this kind. Started out as steaks and stogies at the Elks. Sort of outgrew that in multiple ways. Moved to the pump house, made that work for us. We're able to use the outside. And this year we've outgrown it kind of again, which is a good thing. So we moved to Creekside Occasions, which is out on 772. It is a great space for what we're doing. They have some indoor seating, outdoor seating, just a place to put tents, and they've done such a great job with that space. And it is so close. To be fair and clear, I wasn't sure exactly how far out it was. When you say 772, I automatically think of the canoe livery. I think of how far you drive to go get on a canoe at Dwayne's. Like that's
Not
all
quite that far.
No, it's literally minutes from downtown. Like you hit Valero and you're there in less than 45 seconds, like less than a minute. Like there's no stoplight. So I mean, it's right there. You'd make one small and it's right there on your right side. They have plenty of parking. And again, it's just really not, I don't want people to hear 772 and think, so I'm like, because I'm a city girl, to be fair. I just, like I said, I got Dwayne's in my mind every time, but it's really close. And the space is just really going to work well for us this year. We're excited.
It's almost like the southernmost part of South Paint Street.
It really is. There's nothing really between the Valero and that. It's just there's nothing. A couple of houses and you're there. So I just wanted to make sure I put that very clear out there. There was no problem. We've not had anybody have any questions, but I know that when we brought up moving the space, that was brought up as a something to combat. And I haven't heard anything. And I think that since they've had more events out there, people do realize that it's close to town. Like it's a really convenient space to hold.
And it's
things,
truly Creekside, next to Paint Creek.
So. It really is, and it's awesome. It's just nice, and Todd and Bethany have done a really great job with that. So I've had the privilege of being out there for a couple of things, and it's really it lends itself to many things. So it's going to work great.
Now, on this night in particular, we're doing our best to raise money. So you've got an auction going on, you've got dinner involved. Will there be music involved?
We have a sound system, so we'll have our own music going. We don't have any live going on because there's actually so much happening that evening that it's just background music anyway. So we want to keep our guys in the hopper for some of our other events that can feature them in a bigger way. But just a couple of things about this. It's called Swine and Stogies. It is, like Dan said, Friday, May 12th. It starts around 6. We're going to do plated dinner from 6 to 8. You'll get served at the table. It's, again, inside or outside seating. Looks like the weather is going to hold up for us too. I just looked at the 10-day forecast today, so it looks like we've got maybe a couple things in the morning, but it looks like it's going to be like in the 70s. So I was like very excited about the temperature itself. Dinner, and then like Dan said, we're kind of transitioned in the evening. Your dinner includes a pork dinner, tons of food. Your dessert is your cigar. So you retreat to the cigar tent, as we call it, and we have so many things in our auction this year. It's going to be really, really big. Tons of local support. I can't express the list that has just been coming through in the last day or two because I got to get that banner done. It's really awesome to see how many people have supported us and continue to support us. It's awesome. And since its inception, I'll tell you what it's for. It's for the Ross County Good Samaritan Food Bank. We have been able to raise $34,000 over the past 12 years or the 11 years for this charity in our town. And just to give you some like real time data, my mom has actually started volunteering there a couple days a week, and she told me that since there's been some changes in funding that stopped at the beginning of April, they have seen 134 new patrons at the food pantry last month that have never been there before. They've seen like a 50% increase, kind of just in general, just seeing how many boxes are going out. So this is a really big need. And right now in our community, it's important to realize that, one, that service is available if you do need it, but two, that we're supporting it and making sure that it is something that continues to be there for the people in our community that need it, because it's a thing. It's like real time need at the second. Some of those people that are, COVID impacted people in many different ways and still are being affected. So hopefully not only raising money for it, but getting that word out that the service is available to our community is important as well.
Yeah. For folks who don't know, I mentioned the Cigar Band.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a band,
No.
per se. It
No.
is like the cigar band that goes over a cigar, but
Yes.
this is a cigar group that just got together at one point in time, trying some stogies, and
Yep.
then next thing you know, hey, let's do what we can to help raise money for certain projects in the community. And as you said, the Good Samaritan Food Network is the one that you're helping out this time.
Yep, this was one of the Swine that it started out as Steaks and Stogies. Like I said, this was one of our first large events that the group did put together, and it just kind of blossomed from there. As you know, we do several other things throughout the year, Chili Fest and Bike Night for Mike, which this year we're partnering with the Elks. So I'll be talking to you a little bit about that in a little bit later. But no, it's really important that we it just kind of organically happened too. It wasn't something that the group set out to do. It was just supposed to be a social time, get together, do some education about cigars, and just have some just hang out on a patio and enjoy each other's company. And then it just started. We started gaining members, and people just started expressing interest in us. Even we started donating to golf outings and stuff and that sort of thing. People were asking us for donations. And then it just sort of was like, well, we could do this and let's do it. And then let's do this and let's do this. So it's a really good group of people that like band together, literally like the name, to help out our community in a lot of ways. And it's nice. It's something we're really proud of. And as a group, it just, and this came about too for the Good Samaritan Food Bank is a member of ours was raising money this time, was doing a food drive during this time of the year through Adena Hospital. And he just mentioned that this time of year is not a time of year people think about donating to the food bank. They think about it during Christmas and the wintertime and holidays and things like that. They don't think about the springtime and the summer months and that kind of thing. And that's when the food bank needs these funds the most, because again, people just don't have them presence of mind these months, for whatever reason, it just doesn't come up to the surface. And we were able to, kind of really, we make they I'm not going to say they depend on it and assume we're doing it, but it's something that they really look forward to having every year to make sure that they can secure that to the service for the community. So we're proud to do it. And our goal is always to beat our last year, donation. So if we can, we will. And it's going well so far. There's let's see, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to touch on.
We didn't discuss the price.
Oh yeah, it's not for yeah. It's $35 per ticket, and that gets you your dinner, a couple drink tickets, and then of course your cigar for dessert. And then we're gonna have a reverse auction, or Chinese auction, as some people call it, tickets, and we'll do a 50-50 that usually gets pretty high that evening as well. So it's well attended, and we still have some tickets available. Not too many, but we'd like to have that sold out check mark before the day comes. So that's why I reached out, just to get another touch out there, because it's in our community, as you can attest, people they usually don't plan too far ahead. So a week or 2 weeks out is usually a good magic spot to start, to make sure people are getting it in front of them. So that's kind of where we're at. But do you have any questions for me that I didn't get to?
Oh, well, I will comment, and that is where we've been involved with the food pantry over the years. And we've discovered that while they always accept food donations, what monies you bring in, that is what's really key, because they know how to spend that money to get the special purchases for the amount of food that they know that people are going to need.
Yep, but that $1 goes so much farther. I'm not sure exactly what the calculation is, but it's like 1 to 4. Like it just, that $1 goes so much farther for them with their connections and the relationships that they have with the Mid Ohio Food Bank. They all work together, and I do remember last year when we did a check ceremony, and we gave Mike his donation. He said at that time that they were experiencing some supply chain issues, if you will. Like everybody was not necessarily being able to get all of the things that they needed or get all the things. I mean, they got things to make sure people were getting what they could, but he said it was just, like we were talking about earlier, like some of the things that you'd be surprised that they couldn't get in, or something that was just steadily available that just wasn't around or something. So I think that has eased a little bit. I know that they're getting several trucks a week coming in, because like I said, my mom has started volunteering, and she said it's really great to see the people that come in that are appreciating it, and the amount of people that do use it in our community. And we've got the veterans, the aging population, all of it. I mean, those are very, very real statistics in our area, and it affects all of them. So it's something that they're able to support, and I'm happy. The Cigar Band is very proud to do so, and something that we feel very passionate about. So we're glad to keep doing it.
If you want to find out more about what's going on with the Good Samaritan Food Network and their needs, we did an interview here not too long ago with Jan Corzine from the food pantry, and talking about that increased need. Like you mentioned, that your mother Pam said, the need is greater than it has been in a while, and especially this time of the year. It's a need every day throughout the year. There's no question there, but we always seem to think about it around Thanksgiving and Christmas. But there's another 11 months to concern about. So
there is, and again, not just to raise the money, but like you said, Dan, to get that word out, make sure people know that it's available, and make sure that it continues, and it's something that people are, no. I think that some people that need it and may not think that they do, or not think that they qualify, or think that they should. And they moved into the old Wonder Bread building, and so they got more space, and they've got it set up like a store. And I was just very impressed with the organization of it, and how you come in and you get your box, and you get your, it's nice, the things that they're able to provide. It really is. And I was very, I won't say I was surprised, but I just never really, I'd never really asked about it. And of course, Mom was just telling me all about it and what was going on. And she was, packing up boxes and helping people out and helping people shop. And she's kind of, that's what they call it. And she said it was just really awesome to see the amount of things that they're able to offer people. So the importance of that continuing is huge.
And when Pam is involved, everybody is involved.
It's a real thing. That's real. But, and I'm just glad that she's passionate about it, and she and Mike have been friends for a while, and he just was having needing some people to help, getting people to show up. And what better person than a retired lady that can come and help you out, and be friendly, and make people feel welcome, and make sure that they feel like they're invited. And it's been nice for her, and I'm glad that she's a part of it. And I'm just glad she gave me some more insight on what actually happens there. So it's been fun.
Now, if someone wants to get involved with the Cigar Band, I'm sure you'll probably be able to help them at this event on May 12th, but can they go to Facebook, or do you have a website now to get more details?
We're Ticket Let's go on Facebook. We have our Facebook page, tons of followers. So if you're interested in joining, just send a direct message or a personal message in there, or on Messenger, and we'll be happy. We welcome anyone who has the interests, and wants to help out, and wants to enjoy a cigar, and and have it's a group that meets once a month, and we have a cigar every month, and there's some education about it, and that is still part of it. But we have definitely, the majority of the meeting is definitely about the events that we hold throughout the year, which is, it's shifted a little bit to what it was when it started. But I think it's been a nice evolution, and I think that everybody that's involved gets a lot of good. It's a lot of good out of what we do, and it feels good to give back and be able to contribute like we do. So it's good.
A group that likes to help people and have a cigar along the way.
Yeah, we do. Well, we always have stuff we rarely hold an event that's not a good time while we're doing it. So that's kind of a key element that I've always kept, whenever I've been involved in something. If it's not something that's going to be fun, or let's just mix both. Let's just do that. But the event information is also on Facebook. If you go to the Cigar Band page, or you just search Swine and Stogies, it'll pop up. And it's also on Eventbrite. All the information's on there too. So if you want to buy some tickets online, that's available. And if you do want tickets, just reach out, send a message to the Cigar Band. If you know me or any of the Cigar Band member, just reach out and we'll get you tickets. Again, it's next Friday. We're looking forward to a big crowd and great food. They're going to smoke the pork all day, and it's a full day of all the Cigar Band members are all there. they're all over the place that day. So it's a group effort, and we're looking forward to it.
Good way to kick off the weekend.
Yeah.
Cari, thank you for your time.
Well, thank you so much for having me in short notice and all that. So it's always a pleasure.